Hello there and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are taking a look at the DJI Ocusync Air System and specifically how to pair the remote controller to the Mavic Pro to the Air System. Now if you don't know already, whilst the Air System is designed to be used with the DJI goggles, you can also pair the remote controller to the Mavic to it as a second vision device. Now I need to be specific about a few things. You can only view the image on your remote controller with your smart device attached. You cannot use the remote controller to control the outputs via S-Bus or anything like that. It purely becomes a second viewing device. However, it is very handy to have, and I'm just going to quickly take you through how we do it. Okay, so to do this, you would put your remote controller into binding mode, and then you would press the link button, which is this little one here on the Air System. Okay, so to connect it, you make sure you have your smart device connected to your remote controller and open DJI Go onto the landing page. You set it to the Mavic Pro, click Enter Device. The next thing you need to do is go down into the settings, down to Remote Controller and find Linking Remote Controller. You click on this and it will give you the option to set it as primary remote control or secondary remote control. For linking it to the Air System, set it as a secondary remote control, click on OK, and the remote will enter binding mode. The next thing you need to do is press the bind button on the side of the Ocusync Air unit. When you press this, it will enter binding mode and then it will connect to the remote controller. Once it's done, it'll come up and say remote controller linked. You simply click OK and you will then see that the image appears on the screen after a few seconds. Once it has connected, you will notice that the screen on the remote controller goes blank and then most of the options are unavailable. It does show you HD signal option at the top, but everything else pretty much becomes redundant. When you go into the menu, as I mentioned earlier, you only have a few options. You have the basic remote controller options and you have the basic app settings as well. Now you will notice that the image on the screen is upside down, and the reason for that is I do actually have my camera mounted upside down. In the goggles themselves you have the option to flip the image 180 degrees. However, that actually only flips it in the goggles and not at the camera side. However, that option is not in the Go app. So if you do have the camera mounted upside down, it is worth noting that the image on your screen will also be upside down and there's no way of flipping it either. The only thing you could do is enter full screen mode and then lock the rotation on your device and then flip it the other way if you wanted to do it that way. Okay, and that is basically it. So to do this, you simply bind as I've shown, and it then allows you to use your smart device as a second viewing platform. As mentioned, you can't use any of the controls via the Air System, unfortunately. Something else to be aware of, if you do this, it only works in 2.4 gig mode, whereas the Air System supports both 2.4 and 5.8. If you do connect the Mavic controller, it will lock it into 2.4 mode. That is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will do another one again soon.